Hello and welcome to another video. We are here at Silverstone for the final rounds of the CityCar Cup and Student Motorsport Championships. All to play for this weekend. Both championships for the drivers and Student Motorsport are very tight. So yeah, full sends all weekend. Qualifying's coming right up.
So we are just stepping into my fastest lap of qualifying here on Saturday morning at Silverstone International. Over the start finish line, coming down the Hamilton straight in third gear, the wing pits on the right hand side, using all the curb on the entry into Abbey, holding third gear flat out on these cars, all the apex curb, the left hander of Farm, holding third gear, coming into Village, second gear, cutting that inside apex, running it out wide, keeping the momentum up to third gear for the link. Hardest corner on the track for me, this one, third gear, Beckett's. It's over a crest on entry, makes it really difficult to see the apex, using all the exit curb. Down hanger straight, up to fourth gear. Plenty of time to think about the rest of the lap here. You can see the yellow flag on the left. Coming into Stowe, down to third gear. Car gets quite unstable under braking, quite late at apex, using all the exit curb. See the double flash yellow. Coming into Vale, down to second. I did have to let off here because of the car in the gravel there on the right hander of Vale. Up to third gear for Club, and that completes the lap here at Silverstone International in the CityCar Cup. That put me P7 overall, just 0.4 of a second off pole position with a 129.576. A few little mistakes during the lap, so it could have been better, but fairly happy with it overall.
So not long in from quali, as you can see, the track was pretty busy. Didn't really get a clear lap. There's a yellow flag into the last chicane for quite a lot of it as well, which didn't help. So it's pacing the car, but I still come P7 overall and only 0.4 off pole. So pretty happy with it. The car felt good, although it did go into limp mode on the slowdown lap. So a bit of a concern ahead of the race, but we think we sorted it, but we shall see. I'm just going to flash up the championship standings before the next race as well, so hold tight for that. But yeah, get ready for race one coming up.
So a quick look at the championship then. I'm currently sat in fourth overall in the Drivers' Championship on 495, not too far off the lead. And in the Student Motorsport Championship, I'm currently sat at third with 191 after drop scores, just 10 off the lead. So we are all set for race one here on Saturday, starting P7. Watching for the lights go off, had a great start. Managed to keep ahead of P8 on the inside of me here. Tucked into the toe of the cars in front of me. See me starting to catch now if I'm in the toe. Got blocked in a little bit here. Managed to try and force my way through. Made a dive up the inside, everyone being quite cautious. I thought I had to go for it. Ran quite wide. Bit of a clip on the right hand side, so the right hand panel dented in. So up to P6. It's time to just tuck in and start working with everyone to move forward. Into Stowe for the first time. So everyone in these races just tries to sort of work together at the start, or generally we do, try and create a gap so the guys behind to not get caught up in too much drama. You see a few cars starting to battle in front of us now, so in my mind I had a few openings coming through. Side by side in front of me, I had a great exit and a great toe down here. Unfortunately got a little bit blocked in, had to let off. Still carried the momentum up through Farm. I was trying to hang around the outside of it, which gave me the inside into Village. It's pretty certain I had the move done here. Took the corner pretty well. He stuck on the outside of me. That's the left hand side of my car dented in. The car after this race was absolutely battered. You see here we were struggling with a bit of power, so started pulling on him here, but then you get high in the rev range and you can just see him starting to pull back again. That was really the weekends, we really suffered with that. So again, thought I had the move done, but he's hung it around the outside of me. Coming into Vale for the first time, down to second, start turning in, but car 25 decided he wanted to try and take two of us. Bumps number 12 into me, so there's a few more dented panels on the car. Luckily it's the last race of the season, so not too much repair work to be done. So yellow flags coming into here, had to let off as everyone sort of slowed down in front of me, which obviously you have to do during yellow flags. Back to green coming into village. All the tyres nice and warmed up now, starting to settle in. See the front four have broken away already from a little bit of a battle. Tried to get a good exit there and slightly overshot it, used a bit too much of the grass. That left me a little bit vulnerable to the cars behind, and with the straight line speed issues we were having as well, didn't really have much defence. Managed to fend off that car on the outside. I was a bit of a sitting duck from here on with the power issues we were having, so skip forward a lap. Cars in front started to battle, so again thought I might have a chance to catch them up. I didn't lose too much time with that, so although I did catch slightly, it wasn't quite enough to get fully in the tow. Still yellow flags going into turn one, as you can see on the left there flashing. And we all know where the incident is. We were a little less cautious, still cautious, but it was all controlled. Back to green going into village. Car 25 having a little look. That's brought me back into play with these two now. So setting up for a good exit here, I ended up overslowing a little bit into the corner, so I didn't have the greatest run down the hanger straight. Skip forward a bit more. I've really caught up car 25 now, starting to putting him under a bit of pressure. You see the top end of third, I was just lacking power, managed to pull it away again. What I was thinking, I was just trying to maximise apex speed, keep the momentum up. Back onto hanger straight, had a really good exit this time, still using a little bit of grass, but I managed to get a bit of a run on him. You can see here the yo-yo effect that the power issues we were having was giving me. See, the car was completely flat in the top end. So car 392 managed to hang around the outside of me, turned back in like I wasn't there. Another panel dented, thank you very much. Thought I'd show my nose here, see what happened. Didn't do me the best of favours, lost another position because of that. The car was really starting to have like a linear power loss now. I just feel like I didn't have the grunt out of corners anymore that I had before. See the cars pulling away as soon as we get in a straight line. A bit of a lunge here. I was quite annoyed about what happened a few corners before. All safe though, all controlled. I don't know where he expected me to go here. He's obviously trying to turn as hard as I can. He wasn't too happy about it. Never mind. Did lose me another position. Wasn't the greatest move, greatest big brain move I've ever made. You see there again, it's in the toe so powerful down here. It's the only thing that was keeping me in this fight, keeping in people's toe because of the power loss. Back into Vale. Car in front runs a little bit deep, so a good exit through the right hander. Got me right onto the back of him for the start-finish straight. see, look, I had the extra speed and now he's suddenly coming back on me again. It was very, very frustrating behind the wheel. So I've got to try and get the move done. Stuck it down the inside. Nice and clean, kept it on the track as well. Back onto the hanger straight, currently P8, so one position down from where I started, but considering the issues I wasn't too unhappy with that. So here we start seeing a car in front having a bit of an issue. Andrew Dyer, car in the white and green checkered car there, was actually stuck in third gear, had a clutch issue. So decided I've got to make a move. 2 in 1, I'll take that, thank you very much. Got the move done nicely. I knew that car 392, the blue car back behind me, is going to come charging through soon anyway because of the issues we were having. In my mind, I've just got to try and stick in the toe of car 25. He makes a bit of a mistake here at Beckett's, gaining a bit of a run. You see another example of the yo-yo effect. I've got the move done. You can see him just coming back on the left. Oh, I didn't pan the camera around, but yeah, he was coming back on the left. Had to push me quite tight on this, so I got quite a bad exit. Managed to do the cutback. Not quite enough. Managed to keep on the inside. Down to second, so I secured that place, P5. Really just trying to hold on for dear life now. Front 4 have disappeared, I've got no chance of catching them up. Going ultra defensive into Stowe. Made a bit of a mistake here. You see there's a few spots of rain. I think the track's just getting a little bit greasy. Ended up losing one position quite easily. And 392 also made it through. Couldn't do anything about that, unfortunately. This is the last lap. Another bent panel. And that was the end of race 1, so down one position from where I started. CityCar 25 letting the 392 through there. Bit of tactics for the championship. Considering not teammates, a little bit strange, but yeah, race 1, finished P8, which is P4 in the student motorsport. Holding on for dear life with the power issues.
So it's day 2 here at Silverstone. Quick recap from race 1. You would have just seen. It was like pinball, but absolutely battered. Every panel on the car is pretty bent. The only one that it's not is the front bumper, which tells you all about what it was like. Yeah, so we start P8. We suffered a little bit of overheating towards the end of the race, so trying to sort that out. It's a lot cooler here today, so we shouldn't struggle too much with the heat. So yeah, see how we get on. Starting P8, it's on the inside of the track as well. It's coming right up.
So here we are for the start of race 2 on Sunday morning. Red lights are on. Had another great start here. This is actually the restart of race 2. There's a big accident in the first run of it. That's why the car in P4 didn't make the grid. This is quite late in the day already. So currently holding P6. Just dropping down to P7. You got a better line through the left-hander. Blocked in a little bit here. Try to hang it around the outside of car 25. Tyres still very cold. I was a little bit on the dirty side as well, but that was in the toe for the hanger straight. So that's one move done, up to P6. Car in front just trying to get a bit of heat in the tyres. Cut forward to the end of the first lap. Not sure what happened to the car in front here. They're very slow coming out of Vale. Went to go show my nose, but cut that off. Again, the car was feeling alright at the start of the races. It just slowly lost power through the race. 393 making a move up the inside here. Didn't quite time the cut back right, so I had to drop in behind him. Tyres still a little bit cold, couldn't quite lean them as much as I wanted to. So all I was thinking about at the moment is sort of preservation. After Andrew Dyer's issues in race 1, pretty much had P2 and Student Motorsport secured, so didn't want to run too many risks. The overall championship was already out the window because of the result in race 1 as well, so I was quite conservative in my mind, although I'm still a racing driver, so if there's a gap I'm going to go for it. Just holding on to the car in front of me. It's taking quite defensive lines and slowing us down a bit, so I kept trying to cut back. Again, just didn't quite have that power to get up inside him there. Everyone being quite a lot more reserved in this race, tucking in. So the front pack haven't pulled away as much as they did in the first race, which was yeah, it was good news. It means when there might be opportunities coming. Skip forward a couple of laps, so it all started going on ahead now. So right on the back of the lead pack, the 3 wide ahead. Thought could have something come my way here, so I just made sure I was in the mix. Managed to get a couple of places done. Timed the cut back really well that time. I had to let off a little bit there. The 72, I wasn't quite sure what was going to happen there, so I had to let off mid-corner, which lost me the run on the 392 and allowed him to get back past me. You see again the yo-yo effect here. You see in my mirror there actually, getting a big bump draft from car 25. Again, playing a bit of a championship game between them. You see in the first race, car 25 let 392 pass on the line. So again, I could start to feel the car just losing that little bit of power, so just running a little bit more defensive. I was up into P6, I just thought I'd try and preserve the position. I'm a bit more defensive this time, car 25 in my mirrors, just making sure I'm stopping it on the apex and stopping trying to get the cut back. Running right down the inside, again trying to stop that overtaking move being done. See him in my mirror there on the left, trying to hang it around the outside, and I just didn't have the power to do anything about it. Just drove around the outside of me. Managed to keep my nose in. Again, timed it pretty well to stop him doing the cutback. Look at the front pack, have disappeared now. No chance of catching them back up. Having to run so defensive. Car 25 everywhere in my mirrors. He's really good under brakes as well, so just having to really think about where to put my car and place it properly. Obviously that is not the fastest way around, but it's just trying to preserve my position. Joe Moss trying to go at the inside of me there. I didn't actually see him much. I only saw it when I look back on this replay of how tight that was. I didn't realise I cut him off so much, so apologies, Joe. here you really will see the speed difference. I was really suffering. So you've got Joe Moss in the red car coming up on the left, and you see the flash of blue coming up on the right hand side. Look how much faster he's going there. I just didn't have an answer to that. Really was very frustrating. You see later in the video on the outro of a picture of my engine internals, and you might understand why I was struggling so much. So now, just trying to tuck in behind 393. See how much he's pulled away after that straight. Joe Moss going around the outside of me here. This is the last corner. Stopped it right on the apex. He was trying to do the undercut. I just made sure I was in the way of it. Did hit the rear of me, but I was expecting that. I know Joe quite well, he's a good lad. He come up beside me at the end of the race here and just apologise, but it's no fault in it. That's racing. And that was that.
Official BRSCC.
So the start of race 3, this nearly didn't happen. This is very, very late in the day now. You can see the sun is setting, red lights are on. Got another okay start. See Andrew Dyer on the inside of me. He's made a great comeback in race 2, coming from the back of the grid. So I dropped one position down to P6. I knew Andrew was fast, so I was just trying to stay on the back of him. I'll try and run it around the outside as they all sort of roadblock on the inside here. Managed to get up to P5, tyres still very cold. I would have stayed in the tow here, but I knew where I was suffering with straight line speed, I had to try and be defensive as well, so really playing in my mind. It's very cold now. The track temp was really cold as well, so it didn't help with any tyre warm up. Sort of sandwiched in a bit here. Lost 2 places. Never ideal. Again, this will be another great example of our power loss. So I'm clearly up the inside of Ben Spencer here, and then just drives past me. Congratulations to Ben as well. Took the championship, the overall drivers' championship after this race. Great driving all season. Got Foden on the left. Managed to stay on the inside, keep hold of P7. Big moment for Ben ahead of me. Didn't even see number 3 coming through there, so very lucky that I just saw him at the last moment as I was about to turn in. That could have been a big one there. Got Stu coming through. Stu was still up for the championship battle, so wanted to keep out of that. You just look at him driving past me. It's so frustrating. Nothing I could do about it. Back down to 12th position from P5. Had to be one of the worst couple of laps I think I've ever had in this championship over the last 4 years. Last race of the last weekend of the season's always a bit carnage. Everyone's trying to get their last little bit in, but they held each other up in front of me. Just 4 wide down the main straight. I thought I'm taking my chance. Took all 3 of them in one. Thank you very much. Back up to P9. Can't say I wasn't trying, eh? So the leading group have got away a little bit. It's going to be very hard to catch them now, but I can see them battling. So I think I sort of thought there was still going to be opportunities. Yellow flag comes out, safety car board. There's an incident behind me. It was on the main straight the last lap round, so see a car in the gravel up here on the left. Richard Bliss, luckily he's all okay. So made a bit of an error. I actually deleted the safety car restart, so when we go back to it in a second, we're actually about a quarter or half of the lap through of the first lap, so apologies for that. Did allow me to get back on the front pack again though. A bit of free wide action into Cops. Gotta love it. Tyres cold again. Everyone's struggling to keep it on the track. Track limits didn't seem to be a thing around here this weekend. Tried to hang it around the outside to get the inside for the right hander here, but couldn't quite keep it there. I see my frustration. I just had nothing in the engine. It was painful, really painful. So back down to P11 now. Big incident ahead. There was some very questionable driving going on by a couple of drivers. You see another big one here. I mean, I don't know what they was playing at. I understand it's a championship up for grabs, but you know, this isn't GT3 racing when there's money involved. Aidan Payne there on the left, unfortunately he was leading and got a puncher. Felt really bad for him. He was driving a great race. There they go, driving past me again. So currently P6. Sun setting, lovely scenes here at Silverstone International when the sun goes down. It's a lovely day. So on to the last lap now. Moss going up the inside of me here. To put it into perspective, during testing I was actually grabbing fourth gear before Vale here, before the right hander here. And I mean, I wasn't anywhere near changing up. It's just such a big power loss. Foden getting back past. Lovely sunset. In the tow, I could pretty much keep moving. You can see him just starting to get away from me a little bit there. But I mean, should have been right on him. Stu got past me, I could see him on the inside. I did let off a little bit, but you know, I wasn't playing for anything. I knew he still had the championship to fight for, so I wasn't going to try and turn him when I knew he was there. Did let number 25 get past, and that was that. Final race of the season, all finished. Yeah, it's some very questionable driving from some, and I think they should really have a think about how they were driving. But that's P10 overall, P3 in the student motorsport, but it resulted in the P2 in the championship for students. So really happy with that, and for the team. So I've not really been good on the videos this weekend. It's been a bit chaotic. Race 2 got rescheduled in the end after it being cancelled, and we squeezed in third race right at the end of the day as well. The second race started 8th. I think I came back about 8th or 9th. We were struggling with the engine and the overheating issues, losing power. Then the last race I got drawn to start 5th. We were struggling from the start, so ended up coming home I think about 8th, which was 3rd in student motorsport. That wraps up the year. It's a shame it ended the way it did with the overheating issues and stuff like that. It could have been a lot better, but we ended up 2nd in the championship for students. So I just want to say a massive thank you for TNR, the team as well. They put together another good car. This year was going to be a development season really with the Gen 2 and not knowing how it performs. We've done better than we thought, to be honest.
And I honestly want to say a massive thank you to my partners along the way. It's Harwin, my employer. They've been backing me for the last 3 to 4 years now, so really appreciate them. Rainford Precision, Miles Evans, thank you as ever for coming down and showing your support, and obviously for your backing as well. GF Machinings, which are now United Machining, thank you for your backing and backing the team. And for Star Micronics as well for your backing, and Rocked It, of course. It's been a great year. The team have done an amazing job. But yeah, that's it for another year. Got some big things planned for 2026. I'm sure they'll all come out. Follow me on my socials on Instagram. But for now, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see some more in 2026. We've got some big things. So take care, and I'll see you next time.